This is Chief Joseph. He was born on March 3, 1840 in the Wallowa Valley, which is now present-day Oregon Territory. In 1877, when the United States tried to force the Nez Perce, which is an Indian tribe, to a reservation, he reluctantly agreed. Chief Joseph's relationship with the whites had been unprecedented. However, he was one of few Nez Perce leaders to convert to Christianity in order to establish peace with his white neighbors. The whites neglected his effort and tried to force the Indians further out of the Oregon Territory. When we ponder the Indians of the Old West, we think of violence, guns, and attack towards the whites. This is simply not true. For example, the Nez Perce tribe did all in their ability to form peace between the whites and themselves. The myth of violence and danger that comes from the Indians is entirely different from reality. Listen to this following clip that explains the reality of the Indians in the Old West.
When gold was discovered along the Salmon River in present-day western Idaho, U.S. forces moved in to dislodge the peaceful, highly civilized Nez Perce Indians, who had been ceded the area by the U.S. government. The Indians, led by Chief Joseph, resisted stoutly, routed the soldiers in White Bird Canyon in June 17, 1877, and advanced eastward into Idaho and Montana. U.S. troops under General Oliver O. Howard failed to defeat the elusive, well-disciplined Nez Perce. But Chief Joseph soon realized that his warriors could never prevail against the white man and sought to lead his people north into Canada. In one of the most masterly retreats in military history, he guided about 1,000 Nez Perce over some 1,500 miles of harsh mountains and plains terrain, evading two pursuing armies under Howard and General Nelson A. Miles. While resting in northern Montana, about 40 miles from the Canadian border, Joseph and his depleted tribe were overtaken by the soldiers, who fought them for 4 days. On October 5th, 1877, Joseph surrendered to Miles. Chief Joseph was one of the most eloquent of Indian orators. His moving words of surrender have been much quoted by whites and Indians alike.